Well, it looks like we're going to talk about Dungeons and Dragons Honor Among Thieves again, kind of. We're more so going to talk about one of the stars of the movie, Hugh Grant, who's doing the typical press tour. Usually when a movie comes out, the cast of the movie will go on a little press tour. And Hugh Grant did just that. He went on the Stephen Colbert show and really let it loose. I'm kind of surprised he said what he said. And I'm also kind of surprised that no one's really outraged about it, at least yet. This does not mean this movie is going to be good, by the way. I'm just going over the clip. And that's the clip of Hugh Grant saying that he misses the days of hooking up with co-stars and says now everyone goes home and looks at Twitter. There's actually a lot to talk about there, particularly how everyone goes home and looks at Twitter. Social media has ruined the movie star. Ruined it in a lot of ways. It's made them very accessible, number one, which has kind of devalued them. Look at Tom Cruise. Do you see Tom Cruise sitting around on social media? No. We actually know a lot about him and his life, which I'm not going to get into, but the Scientology thing I'm not a big fan of. However, I am a fan of his movies. He makes great movies. And he doesn't sit around on social media all day. Same can be said for a few other movie stars. So, some of them actually do it right and sparingly use it. And when they do use it, it's usually just promote their shit. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But the ones that sit around talking about current events and news and stuff, like politics and stuff like that, that's not the best move, but they're addicted to it. They're addicted to it. And it's kind of killed the movie industry. Long gone are the days where you would just go see a Chris Pine movie. Well, he never really had that. We'll say a Stallone movie. Something like that. You would know exactly what people would be intending in a statement like that. Let's go see a Stallone movie. A Cliffhanger, Rocky, stuff like that. Those days are gone. The movie star is dead. There's a couple left, but social media has kind of ruined it. And it's funny to hear him say this, that all these people do is sit around on their phones all day, even when they're on movie sets. This is why, according to him, Quentin Tarantino banned phones from his sets. And apparently everyone on his movie sets bang each other. I'm just going by what he says. Hugh Grant misses old days of co-star hookups. Everyone goes home and looks at Twitter. So here's what he had to say. Hugh Grant has spoken out about missing the good old days when co-stars on set could get drunk and hook up with each other. Films are so weird now, Grant said during an appearance on Monday night's Late Show. They are weird because in the old days, by the end of the second week, you were all getting drunk in the evening, having dinner and falling in love with each other. And all that stopped because of telephones. Everyone goes home and looks at their phone. It's sad. This was, of course, because he was promoting Dungeons and Dragons. He's in a little bit of trouble recently with his red carpet interview for the Oscars. People were mad about him because he basically just didn't give a shit. Some woman was asking him some questions. Here it is. They got the actual article right here. He was slammed for his response to the Oscars.
What do you?
And she was like asking him all these questions, like, "What do you feel about this guy?" And he's like, "I don't care. I don't really give a shit. I don't care who wins." It's kind of funny, actually. I liked it. Like, you could see her. She's like, okay. Like, because basically you could just tell he didn't want to be there. He didn't want to answer her questions. He just wanted to go get a drink and mingle with all of his actor buddies. I kind of liked that, actually. I thought that was kind of a breath of fresh air, because usually everyone's just fake. Then they go on to talk about how he cheated on his girlfriend, Elizabeth Hurley, who was smoking hot, with a prostitute. Elizabeth Hurley, man, she still looks good. If you don't know who she is, she still looks good. This is her right here. But you remember one of the best examples of her would be that, I think it's a Bedeviled movie that she did with, or was it Bedazzled? She did it with Brendan Fraser. She is really hot in that movie. Yeah, but she still looks really good. She still looks pretty good. So I thought this was funny. I wonder what's going to happen. Is he going to get in trouble? Because he's basically saying, like, you know what's going to happen? Those were terrible times in Hollywood because they were out pressuring women to have sex. That's exactly what's going to happen next. On his Monday night show, Colbert asked Grant if there would be more affairs going on if people on sets weren't glued to their smartphones. He says, yeah, I think so. Grant replied, you know, Tarantino banned telephones from his set, and quite right, too, and the people there, all they do is shag each other, so I'm told. So, there you go. Kind of admitting all of the movie stars in Hollywood are addicted to their cell phones and social media and trying to lecture people. He didn't say that, but I'm adding that because that's all they freaking do when they get on social media. They just sit there and lecture. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.